Have you ever felt like the rules of the game are rigged, even if no one is openly cheating? That's what institutionalized racism is. It's not about one person being mean. It's about a whole system, a kind of hidden rulebook in society that gives some groups an advantage while holding others back. This isn't because of personal feelings, but because the system itself was built that way many years ago. Let's look at housing. Ever heard of redlining? This was an actual government policy where banks drew red lines on maps around neighborhoods, mostly where black families lived, and refused to give them loans to buy homes. This practice systematically blocked generations of families from building wealth through homeownership, a cornerstone of the American dream. During the 1950s to 1970s, urban renewal programs demolished predominantly black neighborhoods to make way for highways and development, displacing families without fair compensation and drastically reducing opportunities for homeownership. Even today, the effects remain, as families who were denied the chance to buy property decades ago often had no assets to pass down, deepening the intergenerational wealth gap and perpetuating economic inequality across generations. We also see it in gentrification, where rising property values in a neighborhood can push out long-term residents, often communities of color, who can no longer afford to live there. Education is another big one. Think about how schools are funded. In many places, it's based on local property taxes. So, wealthier neighborhoods, which are often predominantly white, have more money for their schools. This means better resources, smaller class sizes, and more extracurriculars. Meanwhile, schools in less wealthy, often non-white neighborhoods get less funding. They might have outdated textbooks, larger classes, and fewer opportunities for students. It's a cycle where the system itself creates and maintains inequality. The same patterns appear in healthcare. Studies consistently show that black and indigenous patients often receive a lower quality of care. For example, black women face alarmingly higher maternal mortality rates compared to white women. This isn't just a coincidence. It reflects biases built into medical practices and unequal access to quality healthcare and preventive treatments. And what about getting a job? Researchers have sent out identical resumes, changing only the names at the top. Ones with ethnic-sounding names often get significantly fewer callbacks than those with white-sounding names. Even once hired promotion pipelines can favor people from dominant racial groups, making it harder for others to climb the ladder. The term institutionalized racism actually became popular in the 1960s. Sociologists used it to explain that racism is more than just individual prejudice. It's baked into our laws, our policies, and the way our society works every single day. For instance, the GI Bill, designed to help World War II veterans, was administered in a way that largely excluded black veterans from its housing and educational benefits. Institutionalized racism shows how inequality can operate silently within systems that might even seem neutral on the surface. It shapes who gets a fair shot, who struggles, and who gets left behind. If this helped you understand how racism is built into our society, hit that like button and subscribe to Legacy Lab. Comment below with an example of institutionalized racism you've noticed, or let us know what you want us to explain next. Thanks for watching.